Yo, what's up YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. And I've got a special review for you, as you could see in the thumbnail. Today we're going to be talking about Absolute Carnage #1. So stay tuned and let's get into the review. Alright guys, welcome back. Before we get into the review, if this is your first time watching one of my videos and you enjoy comic book content, think about hitting that subscribe button and checking out this video right here. I've got my 700 subscriber contest going on, and I've got the Walking Dead giveaway with the tack decks, the Dwight figure to give away, plus I got a Black Cat Walmart exclusive 3-pack of comics right here. So definitely go hit that subscribe button, go hit that video, check it out. Let me know what you think, but let's get into the review. Alright guys, so as you know, Thursdays I drop my new comic book day pickups and reviews, and this book was missing from that review, and it was missing because I didn't pick it up on Wednesday. I waited a few days, I had it in my pull box, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait, because I felt like there was just too much hype behind this book, and I didn't want to pick it up. The price tag was $8. Is it worth $8? I don't know, but I kept hearing great things. Wolf Warner's telling me it's awesome. John's Comics with Kids telling me it's awesome. Joe Ryan is telling me it's awesome. So I said, you know what, let me go get it. So I went by Friday to my comic book shop, and they still had it. I picked up the A cover. It is the Ryan Stegman cover. For all of you that don't know, Absolute Carnage #1 came out last week, and it is written by Donnie Cates. And the artwork is done by Ryan Stegman. So this is the A cover done by Ryan Stegman. There's a whole gamut of covers out there, man. A whole crazy A through Z, A through double Z. It's all out there. I just wanted to go with the regular cover. I have never really been the biggest fan of Carnage, as you can tell behind me. I do have the first appearance of Carnage graded, and I'm not an idiot. I know first appearances are good books to have in a personal collection, especially graded. Carnage is a huge Spider-Man villain, and it's good to have his first appearance, right? So that's going to be Amazing Spider-Man 361. I didn't want to really get into Absolute Carnage because I wasn't the biggest fan, like I said. But I kept hearing great things, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And I'm going to tell you the truth right off the bat. $8 price tag, it is definitely worth the $8 price tag. You have pretty much 3 books, right? It's an oversized issue, I think like 80 pages, 3 books in one, 3 continuous stories in one. You start off with Eddie and his son, who doesn't know he's his son yet, Dylan Brock. They're kind of walking the streets of New York, and Eddie is telling the backstory of the symbiotes of his story, Carnage, of Clintar, which is the symbiote prison that they made for Noel. He's kind of telling them about Noel. They're walking the streets, and he's trying to get Dylan into a better situation. He needs to get him out there and to get some help, and he's trying to get him to Peter Parker, right? Spider-Man. And I, for one, thought that nobody knew who Spider-Man and Peter Parker were, right? I didn't think people had made that connection because there was some magic done back in the past, but it feels like Eddie Brock knows that Spider-Man and Peter Parker are the same guy. So Absolute Carnage. Cletus Cassidy, who is Carnage, has been brought back to life. He's been resurrected, and he is on a mission to get all of the people who have ever worn a symbiote, right? He's trying to get the codex off of their DNA. Now, what is the codex, right? Anytime you wear a symbiote suit, right? If you wear the symbiote, it attaches itself to your DNA. So you could get it taken off of you, go about your day and do whatever you want, but that little piece of symbiote, right, the codex, is going to be stuck to you forever. So Carnage, Cletus Cassidy, is going out there to anybody that's ever worn it, and he's killing them or taking their bodies from the grave if they've already been dead, and he's taking their spinal cords, man. It's pretty insane what you find out in this book. What I do like about it is, if you've ever read any type of Carnage or Spider-Man or Venom story, this Donnie Cates is going back and he's pulling pieces from those different stories. I remember one that I read, probably came out about 8, 9, 10 years ago was that Carnage USA, right? Cletus Cassidy takes over this little town, and he's pretty much infected the whole town with the Carnage symbiote. They bring in the Avengers, Spider-Man's there, Carnage takes over the Avengers, there's a huge battle, but anyways, Carnage USA, guys, go check it out. That's a great story too. So in this, you're going to get some good fight scenes, you get a lot of Carnage in there, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Eddie Brock, they go and meet up with the Maker, who is the Reed Richards from a different universe, which I believe it is the Ultimates universe. He goes there, he has a way of extracting that codex from people's DNA, but they need a subject. They need somebody to do it to, so their first thought is to get Norman Osborn, right? Norman Osborn, right before you get ASM 800, he gets the Carnage symbiote and makes himself the Red Goblin. But after that's all gone, they put him in prison. So now you got Spider-Man and you got Venom out there trying to kind of rescue Norman Osborn because they know Carnage is after him. I will tell you this though, this has some creepy elements to it, man. Kind of like a thriller, horror, right? Not too scary, but you get that feeling. A lot of darkness in there, and then a lot of reds. You get Carnage coming in, and he does, I mean, just look at that cover. He looks insane, man. Like he's all skin and bones, and really the only skin that he has is that Carnage symbiote. So, $8 price tag, guys. Is it worth getting? I would say so. Is it better than House of X that came out last week, which I said was the best read of the week for me? And I remember I told my wife, babe, I think I just read the damn best X-Men book I've ever read in my life. I don't think it's better than that. But if you are a Spider-Man fan, a Venom fan, Carnage, you're going to enjoy the hell out of this. And even if you're not a fan of those three properties, you're still going to enjoy it because Donny Cates, man, you can tell he's put a lot of effort into this. The storytelling, the artwork by Ryan Stegman, I want to say is just top notch. This week, 2 books came out from Marvel with interior artwork that were incredible, right? House of X done by Pepe Larraz, and then you got Ryan Stegman on Absolute Carnage, and that was probably some of the best artwork that I read this week, guys. And I picked up 15 books, Indies, DC, Marvel. I picked it all up, and I want to say that those 2 books probably had the best interior artwork. Absolute Carnage, it's only a 4-part miniseries, but they're going to do like they did with everything else that they've ever done in Marvel. They're going to push it out to different. Like next week, I think we got Absolute Carnage, Max Anxiety, Separation Anxiety, right? Which used to be a video game back in the 90s. You had it on the Super Nintendo, you had it on the Genesis. For me, myself, guys, I'm going to stick to the main 4 stories. The main 4 issues. I'm not going to pick up any of the exterior issues. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stick with the main 4. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it's a little late, but I'm pushing it out before you go back to your local comic shop on Wednesday because there's going to be a ton of copies of this out there. Pick one up, guys. The Comic Jabroni gives it the thumbs up. I know I was a little hard on it. Wolf Warner's probably going to be laughing at me saying, I told you so. Yo, told you so, Jabroni. That's what he's going to say, man. But it was good. Go pick it up, guys. $8 price tag. You might look at it and go, that's a lot. But it is 3 books in one. It's literally 3 books in one. So you're kind of getting 1 book for free, right? Because usually Marvel does $3.99. So that's 4 bucks, 2 books, 8 bucks. You get an extra book for free. So guys, Absolute Carnage. Comic Jabroni says it's a definite buy for him. You guys should get it on your pull list too. Hey, so thanks for watching this special review. Pushing it out for you. If you get to your comic shop on Wednesday, go check it out. Hope you like the Macho Man shirt. Till next time. Peace.